We are all hoping that for whichever reason it might be, if you've got a walk going on next weekend, maybe you've got an Easter egg hunt, some early Easter plans upcoming this weekend or next weekend. I mean, this weekend's going to be really tough for any sort of outdoor plans because we've got the rain that's already fallen. Some spots have picked up more than 3 inches of rainfall. Most of that has been happening in northern Kentucky. In fact, there are some spots in northern Kentucky that have actually picked up more than 4 inches of rain. Now, north of the Ohio River, some of those rainfall totals less than 3 inches, but by the time we are finished this upcoming weekend, I do think we end up adding another 1 to 3 inches on top of what has already fallen. So a soaker of a weekend, at times some strong to severe weather, and then of course that ongoing flood threat, potential for some landslides this upcoming weekend, and river flooding. So across greater Cincinnati right now, we do have that light rainfall within the 275 loop. Areas north of the Ohio River dealing with some of that light rain. Then we have pockets of more moderate rainfall south of the Ohio River and into southeastern Indiana. Within the loop in Cincinnati Metro, we've got this rain coming down pretty steadily, but still on the lighter side of things for areas from Blue Ash down to Gulf Manor, Norwood, Colerain, White Oak, Cheviot, Delhi, all seeing that light rainfall. This continues down into northern Kentucky, downtown Cincinnati, Covington, Villa Hills, over toward Wilder, seeing that light rain, and then we have light rain stretching down toward Highland Heights. Areas north of the loop still seeing some steady rainfall. Middletown and Trenton, you actually might be getting a little bit more of a break right now, but still that light rain continuing for you. And then those pockets of more moderate showers from Rising Sun closer to Union, and then more moderate showers there right around Crittenden and just north of town, closer to Walton actually. And then we've also got some showers coming down a little bit heavier for areas of Butler, Kentucky, and with that some thunder and lightning associated with these heavier pockets of rain that have started to set up across the area. We'll still see some additional rain pulling into the area. In fact, the Storm Prediction Center upgrading our slight risk further to the east. So we actually have the potential as we head into the overnight hours here tonight for seeing strong to damaging storms moving into the area, potentially some severe weather as we sleep tonight. Then tomorrow, the SPC yet again has another slight risk issued for areas of greater Cincinnati as well. Level 2 out of 5 for that potential for some strong to severe storms moving through the area. So certainly no shortage of that active weather throughout this upcoming weekend as well. So as we head into the evening hours here tonight, I still think that steady rain is going to be most prominent here now. We will start to see some breaks in the action. However, we start to see a warm front kind of lifting through, and that is going to end up leading to that potential for strong to severe storms in greater Cincinnati overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. So this time frame here, a little bit closer to about midnight, 1 a.m. Could see some isolated pockets of those strong to severe storms bringing in a damaging wind threat, low end tornado threat for us here tonight as well. Then as we head into those early morning hours for your Saturday, we'll be tracking more scattered to widespread showers and thunderstorms in the area. I certainly think thunderstorms are a pretty good bet for us here tomorrow. Then we'll have to see how the rest of the day plays out. Might end up yet again looking at the chance for another afternoon to evening severe weather threat for us here by Saturday. So we'll be watching for that very closely. Then as we head into Sunday, still seeing more rain coming down, and that's going to be a trend for us here for the entire weekend. So again, for tonight, that isolated severe threat is there. Make sure you've got those ways to receive the alerts on your phone, right? You're used to us saying that at this point. Make sure that those alerts though are still turned on so that you have a way to get woken up if we do see one of those isolated cells becoming strong or severe. Tomorrow afternoon going to be much of the same. Then the rain starts to lighten up by the time we get to Sunday. We still have the overall flood watch continuing. Several different flood warnings in effect along the Ohio River as those river levels keep rising this weekend, most of which cresting Sunday, either Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon. The Ohio River itself in Cincinnati crests Monday morning at 8 a.m., but that's going to be at 60 feet, one of the highest crests we have had in years. As far as additional rain is concerned, we'll see 1 to 3 inches for the area, and this is going to be on top of what has already fallen throughout the entire week. Again, some of those spots since Wednesday have picked up anywhere from about 2 to 4 inches of rainfall. So we're adding in another 1 to 3 for some spots. Weather impact day tomorrow, weather impact day for Sunday. After that, though, we do try to dry out, but it is going to be much cooler heading into next week.